Hi, I listened to someone recently and I loved how he owned his own heritage. He said, you know what, I'm an American guy, but I was born and bred in Nigeria and I am an Nnewi boy. And if you know Nnewi, they're known as great traders. He's doing fantastically well for himself in the US, one of the leaders of a top pharmaceutical company. I remember when he said that he was recently part of the Biden administration's initiative to distribute vaccines across the country to 200 million people. And he said there was a committee that he belonged to, a six-man committee was set up for this, and three of them were Africans. From their names, he knew that he himself and two others, that's 50% of the committee that led that initiative that was so successful, are Africans. Africans, we need to be proud of ourselves. But I still went back to that point about I'm an Nnewi boy. Who are you? Do you know who you are? I remember a crossing time in 2021 when I had to rediscover myself, and that was what saved me at that time. I remembered who I was and whose I was. And one thing struck me was my name, my middle name for that matter. It ministered so well to me, a name that I had no part in choosing, but had been chosen for me at birth, and it at that time saved me. What is it you are holding on to? What identity do you have that you hold on to that helps you to believe strongly that you are worth it and that you are on your path to success? Or are you doing this entrepreneurship just to while away time? If you're doing it to while away time, that's fine. Admit it and just know that you are in between jobs. But if you are in entrepreneurship to actually make a mark, to discover solutions, to solve problems, to leave an indelible ink on the map of Africa, then you've got to recognize who you are and whose you are. Oprah Winfrey said, whenever she walked into boardrooms that were largely filled with men and of course Caucasian men, she said one of the things that held her and still holds her is the fact that she carries with her a rich heritage of various women who have reigned and lived before her, people that were emancipated from slavery, people who had fought against the norm, people who had pioneered things that we didn't really quite hear about. She actually kept a whole catalog of them, and that when she entered the room, she did not enter as one, she entered as 10,000. Wow, you must have something that keeps you going, something that is reserved inside you that helps you to know who you are. I have and hold on to certain identities now because it's clear to me who I am. You must have one, otherwise you're beating about the bush and you will expire, your energy will deplete, and you will not know how to bounce back. Bouncing back is so important, especially as we do business in Africa, because you must be able to look at all the environmental factors in the eyes and say, I come not as one, but as 10,000.